Hey there, YouTube friends. Masked Bandit here with a new title on the channel, Railway Empire. And this is a game that is set to drop at the end of January to the public. It's been in beta and early access and all that stuff. I'm excited to be able to play it and show it to you guys, and so we're going to jump in right away. There's lots of options here. You have a campaign mode and scenarios. Campaign's really good when you're first starting out. It really kind of holds you by the hand and introduces you to all the parts of the game. We're going to do free mode, though, because I think that'll be kind of an easier way to show off some things and kind of save those for you guys that want to play it. So hop into free mode. There's also a sandbox mode, but we kind of want at least a little bit of challenge. So I'm going to jump in. And I'm in Houston, so we're going to start in the South. Now, you'll notice the South is pretty generous as far as the name goes. You've got the Southeast, which I'm not sure I would call Chicago the Southeast. You got the Midwest, East, North, Northwest, and West. Like I said, we're going to do the South here, so I'm going to click on it. We're going to start at the beginning in 1830 with tiny little grasshopper steam engines. You'll see. Did I pick right? Yeah, okay. Cool. Continue. And you get to pick your starting city. The highlighted ones are ones they recommend. I guess that means that they're better set up to grow. I don't know. But I do want... We're going to have two competitors. We're going to see what this is. I haven't played with competitors before, so we're going to see what happens. And we're going to up our monies. We're going to go max... We're going to max it out. 1.8 million starting. That'll be good, especially with the competitors. I'm not sure. Normal level of AI... realistic road network, that means that if I had it on easy, we wouldn't need switches. I want switches. I want that to work. And our pause mode's going to be normal. That means it'll pause in the building menus. And as you can see, tracks, signals, buildings, and bulldozer mode. We can also have Trainiac, where it never stops, and manual, where you can control the stop. That does affect your score, though, so we're going to go with just normal. And I'm going to start down here. I could start in Houston, but I guess I'll start in Corpus, since Corpus is one of these highlighted cities. So, that's about it.
Your search is over. You found what you're looking
now
for,
we get to pick ourselves a player, a character, and so then each one gets a little bonus. Track construction 10% lower, that's pretty good. This stuff, don't care. The gangster, he likes to try and sabotage you, so if we're playing against him, we're probably going to be sabotaged.
The rest are just gold diggers who
the business.
And I like the engineer a lot because you get innovate. So there's tech trees in this game, and so the 20% additional innovation points really come in handy if you want to be upgrading quicker. I think in the end, though, I'm going to go with the trickster. I really like the trickster. The 20% discount on locomotives and auctions is a great... The locomotives thing, because we're going to have a lot of train lines. So each train, 20% cheaper. That's great. That's 6 trains for the price of 5, right? I think. Maybe. So our name is Masked Bandit. And the name of our company, come on, if you've been following Bro Coaster, I hope you know where we're headed here. Reginald Rail Co. He loved tall ships and railroad companies. There we go. We're going to launch into the early 1800s. Here we are.
Good luck with your new company.
I'm going to jump into building
pay
construction.
Attention to your tasks in this region, and don't take your eyes off your 2 opponents.
All right. Let's see if we could find... Oh, we won't be able to find our opponents right away, I don't think, because I don't know where they're at. Anyway, here's our map, and we have ourselves... Corpus, that's our starting city. And you're going to see these little bubbles pop up. They are little tools and tips. And San Antonio, Austin. So this is Central Texas here. Here's Houston. Woo, that's where I'm at. And Galveston. Some other cities we have. Odessa, which is still in Texas. Lubbock. Oh, there's our competitors. They've already set up a train line? Really? Dang. Lubbock, Amarillo. So that's still Texas. Most of this map is actually Texas. Santa Fe, all the way up to, what's in the corner here? Denver. So we go as far northwest as Denver. Oh, and here's our competitors over here. Meanwhile, we've got Kansas City and Fayetteville. So they've already started. Holy crap. All right, well, let's get moving here. So we're going to build ourselves a train station. And I'm going to make it a large train station because Corpus is kind of going to be our home base here. I'm going to get it as close to the city center as I can because that will make it easier, faster for loading and unloading. So we're going to plop that in right there. Boop. Excelente. And I'm going to hook up San Antonio immediately with a regular train station. A little bit smaller, but we're going to get close to the center again. And we'll plop that right there. And we're going to hook these two up. Now, we're going to go to rail lines, and watch the way this goes. I really like the way that you can build train lines. We're actually going to use the second one, and we're going to bring it to the outside track of San Antonio. So what it does is it automatically finds the route for you, and it averages out your terrain, and it does all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, sweet. And you can control it if you want. So watch, I hook it up. I haven't purchased it yet. This is the proposed route. I can take it and grab it if I want, but there's no need to do that here. This is all relatively flat land. We don't need any tunnels or anything like that. So we're going to go with that. We're going to pay and build. And now we need to set up our train. So we're going to set up a rail line running from Corpus Christi into San Antonio, if I can get past all these things. Woo woo. And let's see. Done. Add a choo-choo train. We only have one engine opportunity, the Grasshopper. We'll buy it, and it'll start to go. Now, right away, I think I want to build another one, actually. I think I want to hook up Houston, too, just to kind of get out in front of our competitors. One other thing you want to think about is the economies of your cities. Actually, if I click on Corpus, I can't. All right, we'll let it run. If I click on Corpus, you'll see that we have a brewery here, and so it requires grain, and it turns it into beer. If I click on this little magnifying glass, we have this much stock, and we want that much. So right now we have a need for all these things, grain being the most important. So actually, I think instead of hooking up to Houston, it's going to make more sense to hook up this grain farm here into Corpus. So we're going to go ahead and do that immediately as well. So for this, I only need a small station, and unlike in the cities where you have to build as close as you can, you have to stay outside of the bubble, which is kind of cool. So let's see. I'm going to try to get it as close as I can. There we go. It doesn't really matter. It won't make the... Like, I'm encroaching on the field. I don't think that's going to hurt it at all as far as the amount it produces. Yeah, I think it just scooches it over. Cool. Going to put our rail line in. Doot. And we're going to hook it up to this one. Doot. There we go. Purchase it, and we're going to put a train on it. So here, the way these work is they never deliver things to the farm. They will pull in grain to Corpus, and then the engine will go back and pull in grain and then go back. You won't see trains running back and forth. It'll be pretty much one directional. So we want to go from Stevens Farm into Corpus Christi. Excellent. And we want to add a Grasshopper to the line. Did I do it? Did I? There we go. I guess I didn't. Cool. And up here, San Antonio has a meat industry. So it needs cattle. And if we look, it has quite the desire, the weak demand for cattle. So we can, if I click on our flow of goods, or if I click on, will it let me? Oh, the cattle here. You can see that this cattle farm is already supplying San Antonio and Brownsville without our help. And the grain is supplying all these cities without our help, but now it's going to be able to provide to Corpus better because we set up a rail line. So I want to help these industries out get their products. So we're going to go ahead and hook up the cattle to San Antonio.
You can write something on that.
Okay. I don't know what that even means, but whatever. Actually, it might be smart here to put in a train station, bigger one. Let's see, can I? Because what I could do is I might be able to hook up both industries. No, I can't. So a large train station would, but at 200 grand, that seems a little too rich for my blood. I don't think we need that much. So I'll do a small train station here, and we'll run that into San Antonio. And then we can we can also do lumber then later on as well. Do switch tracks and stuff like that. Scott Ranch. Let's hook it up. Okay, so do I have a free? I do. Excellent. Cool. Nice. So now we've got all this stuff starting to go. Gotta add my trains. So see, here we go. We're building all these engines and all these locomotives, and we're getting discounts. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Woo woo. I like the little choo-choo train sounds. There we go. There we go. Yes, and now I need to put my locomotive on there. There we go. So something else we need to do, to consider, is every rail line needs a supply tower somewhere on its route. Now, I like to put it kind of equidistant as best as I can, so we're going to head and plop one there, and we're going to go ahead and... I guess we'll plop one here. So that, because the locomotives, they need sand, water, and I think oil. Maybe. So we'll put one there. There we go. So now we've got our supply towers on our routes. Eventually we'll need signals. We don't really need warehouses right now either. Let's take a look at some of our cities here. Oops. Yeah, I can delete all these little... doesn't matter. So we do have a need for lumber. Do both cities have a need for lumber? They might. Yeah, both cities need lumber. So I'm going to hook up... Do they need cattle? No. I didn't see. Nah, see, they don't have any demand for cattle. So they have a demand for meat, which means they're going to get meat from San Antonio, because San Antonio gets cattle, turns it into meat and leather, and we don't have any need for leather yet. So the bigger your city grows, the more interesting the goods they're going to demand. So the bigger your cities, the more economy you get. Kind of makes sense, right? So small train station, we're going to hook up the lumber yard, and we're going to hook it up, I think, to both. So I'm going to put it here. Yeah, we're gonna try this out. We'll see how this works. Now, maybe. Best place to put this would be where? I guess back here. Yeah, we're gonna put it here. Okay. Allen logging? What is that? Allen logging? Allen logging. Okay. So now we have to start thinking about switches. So what I could do... Well, I'm going to just bypass that completely. What's really nice about the way this works is you can see I can run parallel. So I can get really close. I like it. I like the way that works. So we'll do that. And then we're going to run it parallel for just a second. And then we'll hook it up. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to have to share a line, which means we're going to need a switch track here. So that, or we could just have them wait. But I think a switch track might be better. I don't know. We're going to ponder that. And we're also going to... Now, I wonder, can I build... No, you can't cross tracks, I guess. Okay. I was wondering, could I cross tracks? No, I guess not. Okay, so do I want to swing this around? Probably not. That seems a little excessive. So what we can do is have it come around that way, actually. That might be a little convoluted, but what are you going to do? Signals at switches, we'll have to put those in. So here we go. Let's see here. Why did that do that? Weird. Okay. Anyway, we're going to try and hook up to there. Yeah, we have that free one. There we go. It's kind of a hefty curve, but whatever. It's fine. All right. Now let's add our routes. Choo-choo. So from Allen logging, we want to go up to San Antonio and make that okay. And add a locomotive to it right away. There it goes. Now we're going to immediately set up another one from Allen logging into Corpus Christi. You can see the route it's going to have to take, so that's good. And oh, manage the train. Allen logging to Corpus. Does it have a train? Oh, I guess, did I put a train on it? What's going on here? It's waiting for Scott Ranch to San Antonio. So it's waiting for this train, see. So we're going to put some switches in, and that will hopefully allow it to at least come up a little bit further. So our signals, we're going to make it shift that way. So the signals have to be on the right side of the track, I guess. So for them to follow them. Now, is this train moving then? It should. No, it's still not moving. Okay. I might have screwed this up. We'll put one there. We're gonna put one there. And now, will that help things out? Maybe? No. So Scott Ranch to San Antonio. Oh, it's paused. That's why. All right. Let's get out of the screen. See if my switches helped or hurt. Oh, there it goes. Good. Good. Now, it's going to have to stop probably here at these tracks. Let's see what it's going to do. Oh, here comes a train. Who's stopping first? Let's see what's going to happen here. Okay, so this has to stop. It's going to let this guy go by, and then it's going to continue on its way. Excellent. That'll work out. That'll work out great. Now, is there another train waiting to go? Here, let's check out our rail lines here, because I feel like I screwed something up. Okay, I've got Allen logging to Corpus. I don't have Allen logging. Oh, Stevens Farm. What's Stevens Farm? Okay, Stevens Farm to Corpus. Scott Ranch to San Antonio. I don't have logging to San Antonio, so let's fix that. New train. Okay, so let's see how we can do this. We're going to have to probably have some switch tracks here. Add a locomotive. All right, let's see how this is going to work now. This might get a little hairy. Okay, so we can bid on this thing, and it'll give us increased passengers. Do I want to bid? I'm going to bid 30 grand. Am I going to win? So what you got to do is you got to bid against your competitors. And every city where your company has a station by 10. Awesome, we won it.
I only wanted to drive up the price.
Nice, we got it. Excellent. So that we just got an improvement there. Personnel, we have an engineer that we can put on a train. We're going to hire him. And then I'm going to go to my train lines. And our most important one is Corpus to San Antonio right now. We're going to manage the train, and we're going to apply her. And she, what does she do? What does she do? She increases maximum speed by 5%. Works for me. We're going to assign her to the train. There we go. And she costs $40. She's a level 1. There we go. So what's going on here? Waiting for Allen logging from Corpus. We might make a bypass here. I think we're going to do that. So let's see if we can just kind of mess with things here a little bit. Oops. Let's try. There. And that way, this will bypass. Might be a little overkill, though. I'm not sure. Alright, so we're going to need to put switches there, too. All these switches. But it's cool. It's cool. Put one there. And we'll have to put one there. And we'll have to put one there. Alright, so that's lots of switches. We're going to see what happens. Hopefully that will alleviate. Hopefully then the Allen logging will come along and go that way, and for San Antonio, and the other one will hook up that way. Let's see what we did here. Hopefully we just made our trains move a little bit more efficiently. Yeah, so build side tracks. We're going to go ahead and throw a side track in here because this is going to get really busy really fast. So as we continue on our train building adventures, we're going to go ahead and build ourselves a nice long side track. side rail. There we go. Nice. And what's really cool about doing it that way is now this supply place will cover both tracks. Now the issue is going to be we have to signal it properly to make it function. We need to make one-ways. All the other ones we put in haven't been one-way yet. So I'm going to shift, and I'm going to actually put it way over here, and I'm going to tell the trains you can't come in this side. See that little, you can't come in that way. Okay, and then on this side, we're going to tell them the same thing. They can't come in this way. So that basically creates one-way tracks, which is what we want. And then they'll pay attention there to see if they can continue through. Yeah, that should work out well. Let's see. Drum roll. Drum roll, please. Okay, I might be overkill with the... Oh, good. Is it going? Is it going to go on the side track? Yes, it is. Fantastic. Oh, here comes the next one. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Great. Liking how this is going. And I guess just go right on through. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. So I just might have made a really complicated stretch of rail here. So he's waiting for what? Waiting for Allen logging to San Antonio. And that's right here. So once it happens on here, he should go, right? Oh, no, there's this little stretch. Oh. Well, that's stupid. I might as well just... Oh, well, that sucks. So that's unnecessary, I guess. All right, well, that wasn't the most efficient way to do things. So... Now it'll go. There we go. Let's see here. If I wanted to do this right, if I wanted to be better at this, this is our bottleneck right here. I done screwed that up. That's our big bottleneck. How can I fix that? I can have this go like that, and then that go like that. And will that send our trains? Well, it's still a switch track, so it's going to have to. Nah, we're going to have to kind of leave it like that for now until I can think of a better way to do it. I'm sure there are, but oh well, what are you going to do? Wah, wah. Alright, so let's take a look at Corpus. Corpus, let's take a look at our city's needs. Click, please. Oh, get out of this panel.
Somehow, your trains don't run smoothly.
One thing we really need is, I'm glad he actually said that, is to construct a maintenance building on some of our lines. So, every once in a while you get this little report here. Indian resettlement bill has passed, and then some silly little things here. Just history. Sometimes it'll be about your actual rail line. Sometimes it won't. So we're going to construct a maintenance building to keep our engines hopefully up and running. And we're going to put one at Corpus, because I think everything goes into Corpus at this point. Random breakdown. Yeah, we're starting to get some breakdowns. Breakdown in bad condition. So if I click on it, let me see. Manage the train. Well, it's okay. It's okay. It'll get fixed. All right, so we've got our little triangle here of doom. We've got all these trains just sitting here, waiting. Oh, no, we don't. Do we have one waiting there? Oh, yeah, I got just a little engine waiting there. There he goes. Cool. So I think for part 1, this is going to kind of do it. And then in part 2, we're going to hook up Houston and probably Austin too. I start figuring out how we're going to start expanding outwards. Let's see if we could take a look at our... wrong button. We're going to take a look at our competitors real fast. So see, they've got one big, long rail route. We've got a bunch of little ones. What's going on over here? And they are still not really doing much. So who's the yellow guy? Who's the yellow guy? Who is this? Can I see who owns it? Oh, it's the it's that guy. Is there a way to see my competitors? Oh, one more thing to show before we go. My research. I accrue research points, 40 per month, and so I can research different things. We are going to unlock covered freight car because it increases our transportation fee by 10% for freight, and we have all that cattle and grain. Yes, I do want that. And I also am going to want this one because we are transporting mail from city to city. So yeah, increase our profit. You can see our profitability here. Corpus to San Antonio is our best line. Allen logging to Corpus, not sure how that's doing yet. But all the others are making pretty good money, so I think we're in good shape here. You can see our money rolling in. So I'm excited by that. We're going to have to head up to Abilene and start antagonizing these guys. So so for the next episode, we will continue expanding our rail empire. I hope you like this game. Railroad Empires I really enjoy this game. So make sure you come back for the next episode. Hit the like button if you like this series and you want to see more of it, and I will see you for the next one. Have yourself a great day, a great night, great whatever. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.